Before we begin, lower the lights, put on your headphones, and remember, some tunnels were never meant to be explored. Tonight's story takes place beneath the city, where the trains no longer run, and something else is waiting. There are parts of every city no map will admit exist. Old tunnels, maintenance corridors, abandoned platforms built for lines that were never finished. The city seals them off and pretends they're gone. But underground, nothing ever truly disappears. This story is about one such tunnel and about what lives there. This is Pennywise Rides the Last Train. The tunnel smelled wrong, not like rust or oil or damp concrete. Those smells were normal underground. This was sweeter, thicker, like something spoiled and smiling about it. Marcus knew immediately they shouldn't have been there. The maintenance gate had been locked when they arrived. That should have been the end of it. But Eddie laughed, Lara filmed, and Marcus just didn't want to be the one who said no. So Eddie forced the latch. The gate screamed open, metal shrieking against metal. A sound that echoed far longer than it should have. That was the first sound the tunnel noticed. 10 steps in, and the station light dimmed. 20 steps in, and the air changed temperature colder, but not fresh. It felt reused. Their footsteps echoed with a delay that made Marcus uneasy. Each sound didn't just bounce back, it came back different. Softer, slower. Anyone else feel like it's listening? Lara whispered. Eddie scoffed. It's a tunnel. But his laugh was forced. Along the walls were faded advertisements. Children smiling unnaturally wide. Balloons floated above their heads, strings disappearing into cracks in the concrete. Red balloons, painted over newer graffiti. Marcus stopped. These weren't here before. Eddie turned slowly. Before what? Before last time, Marcus almost said. But this was his first time down here. A child's laughter drifted from somewhere far ahead. Not loud, not playful, measured, testing. Lara's camera flickered without warning. Static crawled across the screen. Then an image bled through. The tunnel, but longer, warped. The rails twisted downward like ribs. Guys, she said quietly, this isn't live. The screen showed them walking, 5 seconds ahead of where they actually were, and behind the version of them on screen. Something tall emerged. Marcus slapped the camera down. The laughter stopped abruptly. The silence afterward was worse. Then came the voice. From nowhere, from everywhere. Did you miss your stop? A figure stepped into view. Tall, too tall. Orange hair floated slightly, as though underwater. The face was pale, stretched tightly over bone, and the smile didn't belong on anything that had ever been alive. Well now, the clown said warmly, it's been such a long time since anyone visited. Eddie raised his flashlight like a weapon. What the hell are you? The clown blinked slowly. Oh, he replied, that's the wrong question. He took one step closer. The tunnel responded. Lights flickered to life along the walls. Emergency lights that hadn't worked in decades. With the light came shadows. Hundreds of them. Tall, thin, twisted. Not cast by the group. Cast by something else. The entrance was gone. Where the maintenance gate had been was now solid concrete, wet and slightly breathing, pulsing gently like a slow heartbeat. Marcus backed away. "We leave now." The clown sighed dramatically. Nobody ever wants the full tour. The floor shuddered. The tracks peeled away from the ground like teeth being extracted, revealing darkness beneath them. A platform emerged ahead, old, rotted, signs hanging at impossible angles. "Last stop." "This line never opened," Marcus whispered. "Oh, it opened," Pennywise said brightly. "It just didn't close." The tunnel swallowed sound. When Lara screamed, Marcus didn't hear it. He felt it, inside his skull. She was gone. No chase. No struggle. Just gone. Her flashlight clattered across the tracks, spinning helplessly before stopping at Pennywise's feet. He nudged it with the tip of his shoe. "Takes longer when they fight," he said thoughtfully. She didn't. Eddie broke. He ran screaming into the dark, straight down the tracks. Marcus followed until the darkness ahead screamed no. Eddie made it 5 steps. Then the tunnel bent, folded, and closed around him like a fist. Marcus heard chewing, slow, appreciative. Pennywise turned back to Marcus. "You're still here," he said, almost impressed. The walls pulsed harder now. Faces pressed out from within, eyes open. Mouths stretched in frozen terror. Children, adults, some were still moving. "They ride with me," Pennywise whispered. "Every night, every last train." The clown leaned close. "And you always watch." Marcus shook his head violently. "I don't know you." Pennywise smiled wider. "Oh, but you do." The floor beneath Marcus collapsed. He didn't fall far, just into another tunnel. Cleaner, smaller, familiar, a memory. A younger Marcus stood at a subway platform, crying quietly. No one nearby. A red balloon bobbed beside a bench. "Lost?" a voice had asked back then. Marcus remembered the fear and the promise. "You keep watching," Pennywise said from behind him now, "and I'll keep your fears small." The memory shattered. Marcus screamed as teeth unfolded impossibly. Inside Pennywise's mouth rose, rotating, descending into endless dark. Marcus woke up screaming. Morning light. Normal sounds. Eddie nudged him. "Man, you passed out waiting for the train." Lara rolled her eyes. "You're sweating." Marcus grabbed his phone. A notification. Uploaded 3 hours ago. The video played. The tunnel footage, but different now. The camera drifted slowly down empty tracks. A red balloon floated into view. Then Pennywise stepped forward. Close, so close his eyes filled the screen. He mouthed one word. Soon, the train arrived. As Marcus boarded, he glanced at the reflection in the window. At the very end of the carriage, a clown sat smiling. They say Eddie vanished weeks later. Security footage showed him smiling calmly as he stepped onto the tracks after midnight. No struggle, no fear. The city sealed the tunnel permanently. Concrete, steel, silence. But if you take the underground late enough, if you wait for the last train, you might see a red balloon reflected in the window and hear laughter echoing just behind you. If this story unsettled you, good, that means you were listening. Subscribe for more dark stories, urban legends, and horrors lurking just beneath the surface. And remember, if the train feels suddenly too quiet, don't turn around. Good night.